Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm back, Luella here with our task number 5. So this one is email management. It is typically something that business owners would delegate to you. The only people who will not delegate this to you are the ones who are super private. But for the smart ones, those who know how to use their time properly, they don't want to waste their time managing their emails. So there are 3 things that you have to do. This is called email triaging. 3 things. When you open the mailbox, there are 3 things that you will decide to do. First, do you respond to it? Okay? If you have clearance to respond, then do so. If it's something that you can respond to in less than 5 minutes, then you do it so that it's out of the way. Okay? Respond if you know the answer. Okay? Number 2 is if you don't know the answer, then something to check with your client. Okay? Check with your client first if you're not sure how to respond to it. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? The best way is to draft a response rather than asking your client, how do I reply to this? Okay? So that's a better use of their time if you already have a suggestion on how to respond to it. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Who's here? Let me see. Viewers. It's not telling me who my viewers are. Please say hi on the comments so I can see who you are. So I can say hi to you. I'll just type hi so I can see the comment section. I'm saying hi to everyone. Neri. Hi, Neri. Thank you for watching. So that's that. So have a draft response. Okay, they're going to love you for that because you're saving them time. They don't have to waste their neurons or their brain cells thinking of a response. But if you're relatively new and you really don't have anything about the business or how things work, then it's okay to ask. Okay. The third thing is to file. Okay, if it comes with an attachment, you have to make sure that you file it in the right place. Okay, so this means that you not only do you have access to the email, you should also have access to the filing app, whether it's Dropbox or Google Drive or OneDrive or Apple Drive. Yeah, so that's another thing that you can do. So what are the skills that you need to be good in email management? Okay, first thing, very important, the top skill that you need here is comprehension, English comprehension, because most likely your client will be, communicating with their business, in their business in English. So you have to understand what the content is. What is it about? Okay, so read the body of the email in full. Don't just read it partially. So read it in full first, all the way to the bottom. Okay, don't just read the first part and then, it says I have to do this, then you jump into that task, then you forget about the rest. Don't do that. Read it in full first. Okay, sometimes you don't understand the whole thing the first time. So read it in full first, then take notes. If there are files that need to be saved, take notes, and then read it again so you understand. Is there something that needs to be done? Is there an action required from that email? Who needs to do that action? When is that action required? Okay, so that you will know. If it's urgent, you can bring it up to your client. Okay, depending on your arrangement with your client. Sometimes a client will say, watch out for this email because I need to action on that one. Text me if you need to, call me if you can't reach me. So you know what to do. Okay, understand the body, read it more than once. Okay, that happens to me when I was just starting out in the industry of agriculture. There are a lot of terms that I don't understand, a lot of concepts, so I was very slow in reading it, but it really takes time. and your client has to understand that, because it's a new industry. There are new terminologies that you don't understand. So it's better to understand it than make mistakes, than just guess or assume. That's a very bad practice. Okay, be careful, because that is a message. Okay, be careful in handling the message, and know the details. So what I do is, when I'm opening my my client's email, and it's something that I need to discuss with him, then I make notes in a separate space. I make notes. I include when it was received in his inbox, during his time zone, who it's from, who are copied, what it's about, what action is needed, and what my suggestions are. Okay? So that, because whenever you have a suggestion, it's faster for your client to make decisions, rather than, what do you want to do with this? It's like, wait, okay, let me see. All right, but if you have a suggestion, then he'll think, okay, that's a suggestion. Yes, do that and do this. Right? So it's faster for them to make a decision. So you're really saving them time that way. The next one is, look into the attachments. Don't miss the attachments. Sometimes we think email is everything. For me, it's become my habit. When I look at an email, is there an attachment? Depending on the email app that you're using. When you're using, for example, an Apple Mail, the attachment could be at the bottom. If you're using Outlook, the attachment is at the top. So it depends on what kind of email you're using, but make sure you look for, scan the entire thing. Is there an attachment here? Because if there's an attachment, you have to, depending on your agreement with your client, if you're an executive assistant, if you're expected to read the attachment, then do so, read it. Then you decide what needs to be done with that file. Does it have to be filed in your client's records? Okay, or does it have to be forwarded to someone? All right, and then I mentioned earlier the urgency. You have to understand if it's urgent or not, so that you'll know, is this something, can this wait until your next call with your client tomorrow, or can it wait until he's back from his holiday? All right, or do you really have to call that person or text him, FYI, this is happening, this is what I received in the email, do you want to reply, or something like that? So you have to take into consideration the urgency, if it's urgent. If it's not urgent, then you'll know whether to file it, archive it, delete it. If it's spam, delete it. Okay, that's first skill, is comprehension. Skill number 2 is be proactive. So if you're reactive with emails, it can cause a lot of problems. Okay, so make sure that you block out a time in your day where you just look at the emails. Hi Ram, I miss you. It's nice to see you again. So make it a habit, make it a consistent habit. Like, do you check the email at the beginning of your day? Like, for me, my client is based in Australia. Their 9 a.m. is 7 a.m. here. So I want to make sure that I've caught up with the emails before I speak with my client at 1 p.m. their time, or 11 a.m. our time. So what I usually do is, after I've done my goal setting, I check his emails first. I prioritize his emails, and then I'll know what I need to discuss with him, which ones I can already address, I can take care of. Yeah. So make sure that you're consistent, and then you check it at the start of your day, in the middle of the day, and before you end the day. Okay, it's up to you, depending on how frequent the email is. Sometimes a client will hire you to clear the inbox. Like, there are thousands of inbox. You don't necessarily have to reply to anything. The client just wants for you to get rid of the spam, or unsubscribe to unwanted emails, things like that. So those things can be relaxed. You don't have to be on a schedule to check the emails. Number 3 skill for email management is organization. Okay, so in the mailbox itself, It's better if you can keep it tidy, archive all the emails that have been dealt with. If you use folders as a filing system for emails, then do that. And then for the attachment, make sure that they are saved. Okay, don't wait too long, because if you or your client make the mistake of deleting that email, then you'll have to ask the sender to send it again, you know. And then so yeah, that's it. Be proactive, be organized, and at the same time have very good comprehension skills. Make it clear with your client how you want them, how they want you to deal with their emails. So I hope that was helpful, guys. Email management, sometimes someone will hire you to do just email management. Sometimes it's like an executive assistant or personal assistant role. And sometimes they would ask you to manage the emails and manage the calendar. So another thing that you receive in the inbox are requests for appointment, calendar invitations. So that's something that you need to deal with too. All right. So I hope that was helpful. If you have questions, please post it in the comments, because I review the comments and then I will reply to you there. So, okay. So I just have to hop on to another meeting. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.